Everything I got, how could I ever want more? Look at everything I had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Told me when I lose it, that's when I know the value. Walking through the valley or the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material? I'm good, you good. We live a full life of abundance, we jump off nothing all way too often. Put the bullshit to the side and get it poppin'. God body, God mind, God soul, but I'm still a man. It's a thin line between both. It's still a line between where I'm at and finna go. Dark turn the light, that's the vinyl and the go. I'm getting closer to my zone. I call my dad on the phone just to say hello. It ain't that much I need to know. I got kids on my own shit, they finna be grown shit. Even when you right, they still say that you're wrong. Lord, protect me from these enemies. 50 told me that winners don't get no sympathy. I see enemies linking with other enemies. They forget they only friends cause they friends with me. Gotta put myself in positions that niggas need me. But I get possessive over shit I love so easy. Everybody getting money, shout to EDD. So you should leave out different than how you enter quarantine. Look at everything I got. How could I ever want more? Look at everything I had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Tell me when I lose it, that's when I know the truth. Walking through the valley or the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material?
Peace, unity, and love from a God-sent nigga. Paying tithes out the offerings that God sent the nigga. Look, living by the good book, at least I'm trying to. Love life on God, I been trying to. I been from the game couple decades, chunking up sietes, rapping my siete. I done live life and learn my lessons. Earn my stripes and earn my blessings.
Hold up.
Roll the dice, boss up, pay the price, nigga. Don't forget your homies lock, send the kite, nigga. Getting money where the wrong goes right, nigga. That's the lifestyle I live. I don't spit it, I ain't living. Never fiction in my writtens when it come to real niggas. I'm the definition. Look, making plays in the kitchen, in the back of the buildings with my niggas on the mission trying to get it out.
Everything I had to learn to let it go.
I had to learn to let it go.
But I had to. Told me when I lose it, that's when I had to. Walking through the valley or the field.
Walking through the valley of war.
All my life I sacrificed.
Facts.
Get rid of devices and my vices. Forgive a bitch nigga, that's good advice. But it's ripping through my spirit and I need to make it right. Forgive me, Lord, for acting like a man again. Peace be still like a mannequin. Keep quiet, cause I never understand this shit. Wrist deep in the holy water, rinsing my hands. If I can rewind time, I keep my dick in my pants. We all cursed till we dead. Read St. Thomas, it's all red. That means Jesus wrote it, he the most high. I'm a close high. Listen to my old stuff, Jim, I ain't no sign. Is it ironic that I pray in my closet?
Nah.
And thank God for everything but my wallet. Facts. Started to develop myself and got grateful.
And through it all I learned that he's able.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. Cause I just wanna live.
I learned that amen mean truth, by the way.
Protect.
Amen.
I just want to thank you, Lord. What's the deal? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook.
Gentlemen, die Königin ist zurück. The queen is back, right? Yeah. I heard sirens in the background.
P-Mac, what's the deal, Mac?
Yo, they say I'm back like I never left. Through a selection of watches, I grabbed the one that justified my time spent. I was sitting behind other niggas, waiting my turn. A blessing in disguise, another lesson was learned. I gotta get it, by any means, just following dreams, shining things. Although it gleams and everything it seems. Paint a picture for the average woman, living her life and doing right. Not getting cheese from what's in the jeans. Hold up, one time for my real ones. Showtime, no cosign, I'm in the building. It's go time like my water broke. I'm from the heart of coast where niggas rob to get a lot of dough. Get some product clothes, yeah, I seen that. Don't wanna be that. but I always show respect like where the G's at. Raised by a queen, that's why I am one. Knowing my worth, I'm on this earth until the man come. Word. Shout out to the Jeeps, it's the Lex Coupe Beamers in the Benz. To all my ladies and my mans, to all my people in the pen, keep your head up and to the hood. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Ain't nothing wrong with buffing all live. And if you're with me, let me hear you say ride, ride. Man, I've been stressing since an adolescent, but second guessing myself was always out of the question. I'll make $1 million one day, it's something I would tell her. Silence is deadly, I'll be quiet, plus I'm sick of yelling. My overzealousness about my music had him nervous. Not worry about materials, I'm here to serve a purpose. I'm looking over my shoulder while continuing working. The angel talking in my ear, but the devil lurking. Hold up, yo, and this a song for the real guys and the women who want better and they realize time is money, so be on it, cause it will fly. Cherish every moment that you get, don't let a tear drop. I was at the bottom, yeah, I came from nothing. A single mother taught me well, so all I know is hustle. And would I do it all again? Shit, that depends. Maybe if the story ends with me in the Benz, for real. Shout out to the Jeeps, it's the Lex Coupe Beamers in the Benz. To all my ladies and my mans, to all my people in the pen, keep your head up and to the hood. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Ain't nothing wrong with buffing all live. And if you're with me, let me hear you say ride, ride. Shout out to the Jeeps, it's the Lex Coupe Beamers in the Benz. To all my ladies and my mans, to all my people in the pen, keep your head up and to the hood. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Ain't nothing wrong with buffing all live. And if you're with me, let me hear you say ride, ride.
That was nice. Hey, that was nice. If you know you at, welcome to Fruitback God Talk Live. I'm your host, Shine of God, Radio Shine, Sean August, the Haitian sensation. Can you hear me? Mic check, can you hear me? What's the deal? Mic check. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. What's the deal? I need everybody to sing with me. I said with you by my side, we can touch the sky, cause we win. We win. We win. Let's do it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't work. Why? God will do what he said he will do. He will stand by his word. He will come through. No weapon. What's the deal? Happy Work Wednesday, people. Happy to Work Wednesday. Cause we win. Ain't no weapon formed against me that's gonna prosper. Cause we win. Ain't nothing gonna win, but we win. Say it again. No weapon's gonna win. Cause we win. Disease ain't gonna win, bills ain't gonna win, defeat, doubt, insecurity ain't gonna win, obesity ain't gonna win, addiction ain't gonna win, hating ain't gonna win, but we win, baby. If you know where you at, welcome to Fruitback God Talk Live. I'm your host, Shine of God, Radio Shine August, the Haitian sensation. Whoa, man, today has been amazing already. Can you tell by the sweat on my head? Jesus. All right, with that said, I praise everybody watching. If you're watching, you're not watching for no reason. Of course, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, I praise your name. To everybody watching live right now and everybody that watches after, because I've learned people rewatch. And I got to start showing a little bit more love to Twitch, man. Round of applause to Twitch. Twitch, y'all been showing out. We actually, hold on. We actually, we had a shock drop for the Cherry Augie, which we'll talk about in a few. But before we do that, let's go ahead and usher my Father God in. Father God, it is your son, the exceptional nigga, the 1 in 10,000. You know, before I ask you for anything, I got to thank you for everything. And just a disclaimer, I can't do anything without you. You are the center of my joy. You are the center of my creation. You are the center of my peace. You are the center of my mind. You are the center of my emotions. You are the center of my skills. You are the center of my intelligence. You are at the center of me. Father God, I thank you. I thank you right now, ultimately, today, for the creativity. We understand that today is Work Wednesday. I thank you for every creative thought that you've sent past my mind, ones that I was obedient to, ones that I disobeyed blatantly, and I know which one I disobeyed. I thank you. I thank you for your continuous support, your continuous resource, your continuous love. If I'm going to ask you for anything, Father, specifically, I want to ask you, though we may not know those in need, we know people are in need. We may not know what they need. We may not know who they are. But Father, I understand that you are the King. You are the creator of everything, the owner of everything good. Father, I ask you to grant everybody what they need. Give them what they need like you've always been doing, and make it abundantly clear that you are the source of their desires, their needs, their health, their prosperity, their family. Father, thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to have a specific prayer for all the artists, all the entrepreneurs, the creative in life. Father, I ask you to please grant them security in themselves, grant them confidence, grant them creative ideas, grant them financial resources, grant them opportunities to showcase their talent, grant them the energy to make sure that they can meet the obligations and the requirements to fulfill and maximize every single moment. In your name, I pray. Amen. That one was specific for me. That one was specific for me because one thing I do understand, a lot of my people that I love, that I know, are creatives. You know, we are entrepreneurs, you know, and one of the things that we have discovered, to be a creator, you have to be a survivor. You have to be able to go through some things and be able to express it, and be able to express it in a way that resonates and inspires and comforts others. And that can be a tall task. That can be overwhelming. It could be, for lack of vocabulary, it could be exhausting. It can exhaust your mind, your body, your emotions, and your checking account. And as creators, understanding the image that we have to uphold, the creative obligations that we have to hold, the promotion, the kissing babies, the networking, the, you know, all the things that we have to do. Reality is sometimes as a creator, you can get a little low. And we reach out to so many people to support us, to recognize us, which we're going to talk about. I heard you. And we need prayer sometimes. So you never know where your $20 purchase is going to go to an entrepreneur, to a small business. You never know where that you streaming that artist's music is going to go. You never know where a donation could go. You never know where you being a volunteer could go. You never know where these things may lead you, and you never know how much it may be of a help to an entrepreneur. So I just want to encourage all entrepreneurs, stay in the fight. I promise you, and it's bigger than finances, all right? It is making everyone's life around you as effortless possible. And if you have that as your core motto for your base and your business, I promise you things will open up for you like they never have before when it comes to your business ideas. So round of applause again to all the entrepreneurs. All right, so guys, let's get high and let's talk. Because it's a few things going on. Y'all know we get ramped up. It's a lot of stuff going on, and that's why I have to thank God so much, because he's loaned me so many great ideas, and also he's sent so many people my way to make sure that these ideas are sustained and successful. So with that said, today I posted on Twitter, I said, man, showering is one of my favorite things to do because some of the best ideas have come to me in the shower. Some of the most peaceful moments have actually washed over my body during a shower. And I really thank the shower. I really thank God for being the water in the shower and all that. So, as you know, Sean August brand is taking off. It has put us in places and we've been able to meet people and speak to people and serve the community beyond what we've imagined so far. We've been able to build this business, and it's looking good. We're 2 years in now. No, a year and some change in, and things are doing good. I'm happy to announce we are finally on our 6th colorway for the Augie handbag. 6 of them. It started with one brown one, and now we actually have a lime green one we're going to release on St. Patty's Day. Actually before, so you can have it and wear it on St. Patty's Day. All right. But the Sean August brand, our 5th colorway, is sitting right here in front of you. It is our Cherry Augie. Round of applause for the Cherry Augie. It's here, and outside of the very first release, this seems to be the most anticipated Augie, the most anticipated item on SeanAugust.com, man. A few things I would like to say on this. I'm thinking, should I go live right now? Should I go live on Instagram? Let me go live real quick. I just seen a nice picture of the homie. Let me go live real quick. All right. I just went to go live, babe. All right, so I'm happy to announce that we are on our 6th colorway of the Augie. And our 5th colorway, which is the cherry, all right, I'm happy to say that it's definitely the most anticipated item on SeanAugust.com. We've been able to build anticipation around the brand. We've been able to build anticipation around the brand. We've been doing something right. All right. We've definitely been doing something right because the anticipation is there. Now, we had a pre-sale. Okay. Pre-sale sold out. Gone. All right. Gone. We had a shock drop. Again, while I said showering is one of my favorite things, I was able to put together a shock drop. Y'all seen me go live YouTube so many times about sneakers. Some of my most viewed videos on YouTube are sneaker reviews. Anybody that knows me know I am a very big part of the sneaker culture. And another big part of the sneaker culture is the shock drop. So I did read Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. So in the back of my head somewhere, in my subconscious, in my creative journey, Phil Knight, the creator of Nike, is in my head. So it's no surprise that I was inspired to do a shock drop. So inspired, so much so, I completely screenshotted the shock drop font that they use when they do their shock drop and just added it onto a picture of the Augie. Round of applause. And I need to say this. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. So you just being the best version of yourself, whether that be your character or your creativity, it can truly be inspiring. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's paying attention to what you're doing. You never know who you're inspiring. So I want to shout out to all the people in the world that have inspired me. All the people in the world who are inspiring. I must give you a shout out. All right, so with that said, I'm proud to announce not only pre-sale, but the shock drop sold out. Both times, this is the highly anticipated, and most of the people that purchased the pre-orders were people I have no clue, I've never met. They're strangers. They're people that fell in love with the product. They fell in love with the marketing. And I promise you, when you receive this product, the production on it is the same level of value as Gucci, Telfar, YSL, Chanel, and all that. All right, we're headed on our way to building one of the most successful luxury brands of all time. Another thing I want to say about the shock drop. IG, what's the deal? This shock drop is so important to me. And again, real quick, the bags do drop on Friday. Okay, so Friday at 7 o'clock in the morning, the red ones will be available, and we don't have a limited supply. Supplies will be available for everyone. Everybody will be able to get a cherry bag. There's people that got it early and exclusive. Shout out to you if you did. But we do have supplies. We got supplies to go around. All right, so if they sell out, they sell out, but we should have enough to go around. All right. So another big thing about this shock drop, and even about creating the bags, we've spoke about the Whisper so many times on this show. This is the platform where we talk about it. If you catch me on live or you catch me, talk about something else, we kind of always find a way back to my source, which is God, my Father. All right, but this one particular, it's sticking out to me because I've been discussing and I've been trying to implement the spirit of obedience in my life intentionally for a little over a year now, maybe 2 years, because we all have those positive ideas that creep into our mind that we so easily take for granted or that we ignore. Example, hey, don't eat that burger. Hey, get up and work out. Hey, don't go to that party. Stay home. Hey, you know what? Pay this bill before you do that. Hey, you know what? Don't even buy that. Hey, go there. Hey, go speak to that person. Hey, go talk to her. Go say what's up to him. Hey, go give your business card to that person. We've all experienced that little whisper in our head that guides us to the direction we need to go. We've all experienced that whisper. So one of the things that I've been actively implementing in my life is obedience, being obedient to that whisper. One day, the whisper told me we were getting ready to host a Christmas party for my family. And the whisper, guys, this TV has been sitting in my dining room for years. We played Madden on this TV back in the day. The shit's so old, it got a VCR in it. To get ready, where in the dining room where I'm going to have the family eat the food, I need to get it prepared to make it easier. The whisper told me, and the whisper will tell you anything from creative to character, from social to spiritual. It will guide you completely. So the whisper was like, take the TV outside. Take it out. And this was one of my, I don't want to say my first, but this was one of my most memorable active moments where I said, you know what, this whisper, I'm going to obey it. Right now, I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to save it till another day, another hour. I'm going to be obedient right now. I was obedient right now. I got up, picked up the heavy TV. Guys, the TV was so heavy. And I dropped it on my foot. So it doesn't mean being obedient isn't going to come with some discomfort. It isn't going to come with a little pain. Of course, you're going to heal. Of course, you're going to get better. Of the pain, I'm telling you, when I dropped the TV on my foot, I was so much in the spirit of obedience, I almost didn't feel the pain. I dropped it on my foot. I didn't scream. I didn't react. I said, dumb nigga. Why? Because I could have grabbed the TV at a better angle. But I was in the spirit of obedience, so it doesn't matter how you grab the obedience. It doesn't matter how you're being obedient. As long as you put yourself in the area of being obedient, the blessings will come. And I knew me taking the TV out would be the first step of me ushering in this taking responsibility for the mood of my family, which we talked about. So I knew there was benefit to me being obedient. I couldn't see anything else. I couldn't truly feel all of the pain because I was in such great spirit. So just like the whisper told me, yo, take the TV outside, the spirit told me, the whisper told me, yo, have a shock drop. Now let me add something to this. Because the whisper could tell you a few things. You can get the good idea in your head, but we also need to understand a few actions that we can take to make sure that this is a successful, obedient moment. I.e., and I'm just going to speak to myself because I'm talking to myself. I hope everybody's listening, and I really hope to make your life as effortless as possible. Now, when I heard the whisper, I committed to being obedient to the whisper. Now, we've been talking about the power of positive thinking for a few episodes on God Talk now, right, guys? So within that positive thinking, we've learned to use our visualization for more than animation. So I listened to the whisper, and my first action of obedience was to, of course, design the flyer, actually put it out there to the people. But my second call of action was to calm down and imagine sales coming through the Shopify on my iPad. That is an action that I took. That is an action. I intentionally used my imagination. I intentionally got the picture in my mind of the sales coming through Shopify before I even stepped foot out the shower. This is all happening in the shower. Guys, I designed the post and everything. I did everything in the shower. I'm still in the shower using my imagination, imagining sales coming through my Shopify. Guys, we sold out. Like, we sold out. Hey, Winnie, what's the deal? Scrap, what's the deal? Tiff, what's the deal? Tati, what's the deal? We've been talking about this for a while. Using your imagination to access the things you want to be, do, and have. We think about that constantly. We talk about that. We talk about it so much that it has to be, you're responsible for it now. And if you're responsible, nigga, it's really a secret weapon. I told Mary one day, I was like, Mary, look, I really think I'm onto something with this visualization and this imagining stuff. I really think I've stumbled upon a secret weapon. I really think I went grocery shopping and somebody left their Instacart card by the register and I just swiped it and bought my groceries. I think somebody left their access card here and I just discovered it. And we already talked about it ain't stealing. You just got to be in the right moment, in the right mind to. That's a whole nother episode. Y'all go back and watch other episodes. So there's so many things that we can use to really access the things we want to be, do, and have. And God is the center of it. From all my research studying different religions, different authors, different lectures, different classes, the center of all creativity is God, bro. And we've learned that so many times from our grandmother, so we cannot be scared to know these things. But being obedient to the whisper, taking that action, will grant you ease. Amen. I wasn't worried about selling out. That was just a benefit of being obedient. I was focused on the obedience. And while I was imagining, God was also like, yo, go live on Instagram. Go live on Instagram at the same time. And, you know, again, let me just go into the science and we're going to move off of this. The science of your mind. I've studied the mind, guys. when the whisper tells you something positive, you have 5 seconds to be obedient before the nurtured doubt that you've picked up along your experience of life will begin to tell you, no, don't work out today. You ain't gonna don't do that. You ain't gonna lose that. You ain't gonna, don't do that. You can't, nigga, they ain't did it. No. So within that first 5 seconds, make sure you're obedient. Let's add a little bit more math. It takes 17 seconds to start or stop momentum. So if you have that 5 seconds, you didn't get obedient, you have a flood of negative thoughts. You better let them negative thoughts, they got 16 seconds before you got to stop them. How do you stop these negative thoughts? We've talked about this. You verbally out loud say a positive affirmation. When the negative thought comes, I'm talking to myself, y'all. Listen, when a negative thought pops in your mind, I'm not going to have enough money to pay this bill. Verbally say out loud, I always have enough money. I can't help but to attract money. Verbally combat that negative thought to stop that momentum and be able to switch the momentum in the correct direction. All right, let's move off that, man. That's enough. This Friday, the Cherry Augie will be available. The Cherry Augie will be available, man. Let's go to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Should've been cautious of your scars. You was dishonest.
Dom Tragic, what's up?
If I'm being honest, why I'm through, I made a promise.
Twitch, what's the deal? YouTube,
no
what's
more
the deal?
Losing years of life, trying to be modest. I'm being honest.
Hey, when they send me your video so I can play it.
I need a goddess. I don't know why I tried so hard to try and bring you down the stars. Gave you my hand when times was hard. Now I'm left here with no arm. This isn't living, what am I missing? If I never let you in, then shit would be different. I don't know why you do not think it's real life. I don't know why you do not think it's real. Fucking these bitches don't make me feel what you feel like. Working for some, 9 to 5 ain't a real life. Don't have the time, what's on my mind? I just need to focus, gotta stay on my grind. Should've been cautious of your scars. You was dishonest. If I'm being honest, why I'm through, I made a promise. No more losing years of life, trying to be modest. I'm being honest.
Shout out to Dom Tragic. Dom Tragic is a legend.
And I tried to keep it type aside.
Dom Tragic is a legend, man. If you know where you at, welcome to Fruck Back God Talk Live. I'm your host, Shine of God, Radio Shine August. The Haitian sensation, R&B sensation, real nigga blues in your pocket right now. Augie's available on ShineAugust.com. We got the Cherry Red available this Friday. Y'all make sure that sell out. With you by my side, we can touch the sky, cause we win. We win, we win, we win, we win. Create your own victory, sing it. We win, we win, we win, we win. We win, we win, we win, we win. Listen. We create our own victories, man. I appreciate everybody for supporting me. Please, please tell somebody about ShineAugust.com, man. Please tell somebody, man. Things have been going very, very good on ShineAugust.com, and I love everybody. Everybody has been raving about the production quality, so I got to give a big round of applause to Sophia. Shout out to Sophia. You know, that is our manufacturer, and she's been holding it down, and she's worked with some great, great companies who you guys know, so the product doesn't fall short from these great companies. So round of applause to everyone that has supported ShineAugust.com and the manufacturers who made it all possible. And big shout out to my nigga Vince as well. Shout out to Vince, man. He's been, I've been able to have some dream conversations with my nigga, and to have someone to discuss business with that's a friend has been such a pleasure and a gift from God. So I got to shout out to my brother, Mr. Turan. All right, with that said, last night, round of applause to Ray, the music director to August Fest. at the end of August Fest last year, he was like, man, we need auditions in January. Last year, we created a platform, not last year, but we have created a platform for artists to come showcase their talent, man, to really celebrate independent artists and entrepreneur. And it is named August Fest, and it is one of the best ideas God has loaned me. So shout out to the staff, shout out to August Fest, everybody that participated in August Fest. One of the things that was a driving force creating August Fest was the musicianship of it all. August Fest, the idea came from so many doors being unanswered, so many doors being shut in my face when it came to performing at these festivals, at Juneteenth, I'm not even gonna name them. All right. We applied to these festivals, and for whatever reason or another, we weren't able to get on those festivals. And with the same mind, I'm like, yo, I'm a great artist. And if I can't get on these stages, I know there's other great artists that can't get on these stages either. These artists, along with myself, deserve recognition. We deserve equal or more recognition. Because I've said this a million times. Most of my favorite artists, most of the best music I've heard have come from people that I know personally. Last night was another example of that. So much so that I said last night, and I'm going to say it again. We will be creating Grateful Radio. Grateful Radio will be streaming the best independent artist all day, every day. We will have hosts. We will have shows. We will have interviews. The same way y'all support K-Day or don't support K-Day or 92.3, whatever they are, is the same way you guys will support Grateful Radio. The production quality will be there. The music, every time, it's hard to pick people for August Fest because this year the songs came with it. The songs were there. We don't know about their stage presence yet. We'll find that out on Saturday. All right, auditions for August Fest are Saturday. All right, but the music, man, there are some great artists. God has been really lending his creativity to some people, and they have been using it properly. Not only have they been using it, you can tell. Last night I was listening. I'm like, yo, you can tell they spent money for this studio session. They paid this engineer. So not only is the talent there, but the willingness to invest what they've earned is there. So that alone, God, please continue to grant us ease, grant us the resources, the financial return, God, please. And I'm going to do my due diligence to make sure that these artists feel important because they are. August Fest is one, all right? We got God Talk here. We've had plenty of great artists on this show. This is another. The next is Grateful Radio. 3 strikes, we're in. These artists deserve to be played, praised, and listened to all the time. And we're going to do our due diligence. So with that said, man, I'm happy to announce August Fest 2024. The trilogy, our 3rd annual. We've already locked in our headline. We've already got some great things planned, and we've already got some auditions, some great people, man, that we can't wait to see their stage presence on Saturday. We're going to add them to the list, and then we're going to start promoting like crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at August Fest. Everybody is at August Fest. August 17th. Y'all got 8 months. Clear your fucking calendar. I had to call Wesby the other day because last year she booked the wedding. Hey, I don't want to hear shit when it comes to August Fest. No excuses, no. I don't want to hear none of that after. Don't do that. Pull up. Oh, I should have been there. Oh, I missed the FOMO. No, nigga, because I told you. This is your, I wasn't invited. This is your invite. Bring your ass to August Fest. August 17th, 2024. Artists, bring that music. Bring your best show. Vendors, bring your best product. We are going up. We are here to stay. We are on the same level as Rolling Loud, Coachella. This is the same level of importance, the same level of performance, the same sonic equipment. Actually, the way our sonic sound, it might be better than Rolling Loud and shit. Hold on. Hold on, because I done been to a few of y'all festivals, Hot Water Cornbread and all that. Y'all sonics be terrible. I'm sorry, it's not about that. Guys, I'll see y'all August 17th. All right, with that said, let's get it cracking, man. Welcome to God Talk, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. What's the deal? God, I need you. Help me, help me, help me, help me. So we titled today's show Recognition. And we've mentioned recognition already a few times in this episode already. But it's an honor to even speak about it because we hear the word recognition. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Hold on. Let me go to my favorite dictionary. I know y'all like the Merriam-Webster dictionary, but I don't use that dictionary. I use the dictionary from 1873, I believe. It's actually the dictionary that Noah Webster, the man who designed curriculum itself, he created and gave words definition. I use that dictionary 100% of the time. If you want to look up any word, I recommend you start from its origin. All right, so we're going to look up recognition.
Oh, hell no.
My fault. I'm typing in recognition.
Hell no.
All right. So we're going to look up recognition in our dictionary from 1873. Okay? If you're familiar to God Talk, you love this version because these definitions, they definitely have a way of resonating and sticking with you. You know, we have this vocabulary that we use, limited or not, that we need to perfect. And one of the ways, of course, definitely adding new words to your vocabulary, but also defining some of the vocabulary words that we throw around ever so easily. So I like to spend my time defining the words that I'm saying, so not only I can mean what I say, but say what I mean. So today's show is recognition. Again, we're looking up the definition to this word on Webster's original dictionary. Excuse me, I misquoted the year. The year is 1913. This is Webster's dictionary from 1913. Here we go. Recognition, the act of recognizing, the state of being recognized, acknowledgement. Here we go. The state or quality of being recognized, acknowledged. I love that. Usually when we define these words on the Webster's dictionary, they have a few different definitions that make us look at the word beyond what we naturally think about. One of the words was inspire. We looked up inspire, and the first definition was to encourage someone to breathe, to encourage someone to inhale and exhale. And then the second one was to encourage them to do a positive action. So when we truly find out the origin of these words, it can be fascinating. This one, let me just scroll down a couple. Just make sure. Ooh, here we go. Recognition, approval, coming to understand that something clearly and distinctly. Ooh, I like that. Coming to understand something clearly and distinctly. I love that. All right, so recognition is defined as what we all have known it to be. All right, recognized, approval, acknowledgement. So at the bottom of the screen, I believe it's over here, you see the logo 100 Gram Dash. 100 Gram Dash is a weed dispensary, a mobile weed dispensary, where if you need your weed, you can get it with speed. 100 Gram Dash. I'm proud to say that I know the man who had this idea. I'm happy to say that I've had parts in making this idea happen. I'm really happy to say that it is on a whole new level. Round of applause. They were actually my very first sponsor. Shout out to Chris. So with that said, if you have Weed Maps, if you have Leafly, please look up 100 Gram Dash and or Super Fresh Farms, okay? Please order, and right now we're actually working on a coupon code to make sure y'all get some money off the delivery or the flowers, one of the two. All right. So my brother Chris Brown, who started this company, has been a man of great vocabulary for a very long time. When we were young, he spoke as if he was in the position he is in now, way before the position attached itself to him. In a way, whenever he spoke so highly of himself so early, I knew that he was drawing this business. He actually sent me the spreadsheet of how much money he made last year. Round of applause. So when we were young and he would use these vocabulary words, one could easily say, yo, it's arrogant. Or one could easily say, yo, this guy is calling out to something, and something is definitely hearing him. He's always impressed me with his vocabulary. And, you know, earlier in my pessimistic years, some of it would even attach the arrogance title to it. Later on, growing to understand, yo, nah, this is really his vocabulary. He really speaks this highly. He believes this highly. He is this high. This is really him. This is really my brother, Chris. This is my brother who cannot stop me on the basketball court to this day. And he threw his back out the other day, so I'm really probably like, hey. Any nigga wanted on the court or female, lace him up. He had a vocabulary since we were young that drew a reaction. A couple days ago, we spoke on the phone, and he actually just called to check in, like, you know, and which is great. And there's a few things that came from this conversation. God, please help me remember them all and express them all where they resonate with me and others. But he had a very, very strong few bars for me. And as impressed as I have been with his vocabulary for years, I had to tell him, like, yo, I've been impressed with your vocabulary for years, but this moment has been the most poetic, the most resonant thing you have ever spoken to me. And we were on the phone and it wasn't FaceTime, so I don't know how emotional he was. But very clearly and distinctly, he said a few things. And on my vision board, I have a line that says I want to write more ideas down. So those whispers that I get in my mind, I want to jot those whispers down. That's just one call to action. So as he speaks these poetic words to me, I'm actually driving on the phone on my way to El Pollo Loco, and then he starts to say this, so I have to start to write some of this down. And God, thank you for giving me the drive-through. Y'all know a Pollo Loco drive-through it'd be like baby in and out sometimes. But it gave me the ability to stop driving and jot some of this stuff down. So my thing today, I would love to share this. No, it's not pre-recorded. This is live. We're live right now. IG, what's the deal? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, what's the deal? I had the pleasure of jotting some of these things down because I knew that I know when something's going to be important to me. Like, I know when it resonates and it's going to, like, add on or change the trajectory of my journey. So he said some things, and I'm opening it up on my laptop right now. And I want to read these. And I want to, as everything, like the book, I want to elaborate on them if I can. So what he said, the first line he said, he was like, I want God to recognize me. I'm talking to my bro about business shit. This nigga created a mobile dispensary that delivers weed to your house. This is my brother. We're talking about branding. I have a fashion brand. I have a festival. I have a talk show. I got all these businesses. When I tell you that God is the center of my joy and my creativity, he is the center. It is, because sometimes I'll be thinking God is a woman, a black woman. We had an episode on that. But God is truly the center of conversations, of everything. That's why it was like God Talk Live. Like, don't be intimidated by God Talk Live. We talk about everything from social to spiritual. I'm having a conversation with my brother about business in the drive-thru at El Pollo Loco. And my brother says to me, man, I want God to recognize me. He continues to say, I want God to know me like I know him. The last time we were in church together was his father's funeral. Rest in peace, Mr. Brown. Love you, Father, to us all. You know, but if you're around, I make sure the spiritual element is highlighted. Even in the business meeting I had, anything I do, I lead with my spirituality. I live in the unseen world more than I do in the physical. So this conversation comes up, and it's so profound to me because I'm like, recognition. How awesome would it be for God to say, yo, that's my boy. hey, that's my dog right there. Hey, that's the homie. Let's go with the other definition. How cool would it be to get approval? How cool would it be to get acknowledgement? All the time we spend reaching out to potential clients and leads and influencers and people that could possibly show us some recognition on Instagram. What are they going to do? Buy your $100 sweatshirt? What are they going to do? Post you on their Instagram? As powerful as that is, imagine gaining recognition, approval, acknowledgement from the entity that created the entire world. Hey, put this in. Hey, tag me when you. Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you take a picture with it? Hey, I have a very big issue with the sucking celebrity cock that's in America. It is disgusting the way you motherfuckers will to get a picture with a nigga who don't give a fuck about you. You want recognition from a motherfucker who has no clue who you are. But you spend no time getting closer to infinite knowledge, infinite creativity, infinite love. Backwards, bro. And let it tell everybody we've been trying to take selfies with is on the Epstein list. Hey, they're not who we think they are. He said, yo, I would love God to know me like I know you, because if he even knows a portion of the data that the world, the religions, our families have forced into us about the possibilities of God. Imagine if those possibilities recognized our brand. They saw the intent. Yo, this person is creating this business to truly make everyone's life as effortless as possible, whether that is a product or service, or they're using their creativity to give me acknowledgement, to recognize me so other people could recognize me. Imagine getting that kind of approval from the entity that created everything. This is what's going through my mind on the phone, really talking about business with my brother. He says these things. And I tell him, I'm like, bro, I got to talk about this on God Talk. This is fire. What you're saying to me right now is profound. I want God to recognize me. I want God to know me and what I'm up to. And then previously in my book, I've learned we need to make God our business partner. Invite God into your business. Invite God into your creative ideas. Invite God into the studio. Invite God on that makeup trip with you. I don't know why I always use makeup, but I just think that's an industry, that stylist industry, that cosmetic industry. Sit down in silence and be like, yo, God, I need you to be my business partner. I need you to be my sponsor. I need you to be my investor. I need you to know my business like I know yours. You know he died. You know people hated on him. You know he got spit on the face. You know he blew up the church. You know his mama. You know his daddy. You know Mary. You know all his homies he hung with. You know what hood he from. You know where he was born. We know all these things. But I want you to know me. I want you to know my business. I want you to know my customers. I want you to know my location. I want you to know my shipping. I want you to know these things. So not only invite God into your business, but like Chris said, I want you to know me, God, like I know you. Now, my brother Chris is a workaholic. Since this man has been impressing me with his vocabulary, this man has had his head down. Actually, he was the first entrepreneur that we really know. Round of applause for that, because he was at Bank of America and they made him cut his dreads. And I know the hardship that he had to go through for cutting his dreads. And then he grew his dreads. He went back to the bank. I mean, he kept that job. And then he was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm growing my hair back and I'm becoming an entrepreneur. And he really hasn't looked back since. And his head is ostrich. Is it an ostrich or a flamingo? I don't know. Whichever one be head in the dirt. This man's head is in the dirt working at all times. He's missed so many events, so many happenings, because he's seen himself and he's walking closer to this $1 million business that he's building. And he's close, guys. He came over here one day. There was actually one point in my life not so long ago, actually, I didn't have any food to give my kids, y'all. I did not have any. Right now, I can't even remember the circumstances, but I knew my kids were here, and I didn't have anything to give them. And I called Chris. And Chris gave me Hawaiian rolls, some lunch meat, some bacon, some fruit, with a willing heart. And I was able to feed my children and myself, nigga, because that bacon was fire. And that bacon was crazy. It was the quality bacon. The thick cut, expensive bacon. It was like thick, like shout out to Chris, because I was like, you know what I'm saying? It was a donation. Shout out to Chris. And either later on that night or the next day, Chris has a rare free moment and he stops by the house to have a conversation with me. And we have a conversation. And not to tell your business, Chris, if you're watching, but Chris broke down. And when you see a man breaking down, it's a true, I want to say, honor. because you know this man has lifted every single weight in effort to become better. He's maxed out. It's a pleasure. And my man had the vulnerability to do that in this moment. And I don't take it for granted. He broke down because this man has been working his entire life for one goal. And I was thinking that the goal was to build this $1 million business. He spoke so highly of himself as a businessman, as a person. It's easy to say, yo, he wants to be a businessman. But when he had this breakdown, he said, of course, my goal is to build a business in the material world. Like, of course, who doesn't want to build a business? But deep down, my goal he said deep down his goal was to feed people. He said deep down his goal was to feed people. And that was so clear and distinct to me. I recognized who my brother has been his entire life. I had to respond to this man, and I usually pray when someone tells me something heavy. I ask God to make me understand it, and if there's need for a response, give me the vocabulary to respond. Now, Chris' business is scaling. It's doing exactly what we all knew it could do. But in the moment of him really recognizing him truly, finally, I had to respond to him. And I said, brother, I recognize your intention now. With that intent, mister, you do not have to work that hard. But since you have been working this hard so consistently, you have a grace account that is beyond billions. It is 100 times whatever you can imagine your business grossing. You have so much grace stored up. You can walk on water, Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris, I need you to start living in that grace. Chris, grace level. Matter of fact, I'm going to be real. I still get my weed from 100 Gram Dash. I still do. I was out of weed. I had to sell the last of my weed to a Cowboy fan. Excuse me, give the last of my weed to the Cowboys fan. Because they lost. You feel me? And they were in their feelings, so I had to get rid of the last of my weed. And I needed more weed. And guess what? The nigga took off day. See, I told him to take his grace, but nigga, don't use your grace on me. Don't use your grace on my day, nigga. But shout out to 100 Gram Dash, man. If you do need your weed with speed, let me say that so I can clip it out. If you need your weed with speed, please contact 100 Gram Dash or Super Fresh Farms on Weed Maps and Leafly right now. Shout out to... I ain't gonna... Let me do that again. If you need your weed with speed, tap in with 100 Gram Dash or Super Fresh Farms on Weed Maps and Leafly right now. Oh, I should have sparked my blunt right there. I should have sparked my blunt. We do so much for Bay to recognize this. We do so much for humans to recognize what we got going through. What we got going on, what we going through. We want people to acknowledge us. We want people's approval. We need to spend so much more time imagining, praying for the recognition of our Father God. When we hear God, again, I'm going to say this. God is the chemical combination when you look up that creates the sky, clouds, and the stars. That is the same chemical mixture that is inside you, that you see on an ultrasound, that you see on the, what do they call, X-ray. It is the same chemical mixture. You are God. Psalms 82:6, for we are all gods because we are children of the Most High. I told God, you answer my prayers to the point I'm able to recognize them. I will express and shout your name out like Snoop would do Suge at an award show or something. I will shout you out. And God has been doing that. So I have to do my due diligence to make sure I spread the things that I learn because I find them valuable in making my life as effortless as possible. And that is my goal with God Talk with you. You know, shout out to God. Shout out to you. Joyce, this is live. This is live. We're on live right now. We're on live. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, we live. We live everywhere. Facebook, we live everywhere. All right, so with that said, man, that's our show. I really just wanted to plant that seed that we may be looking for recognition in all the wrong places. Let's really rethink what we want to be recognized from. And a thought in my head, I just want to just shout out to our family and our ancestors, whoever left faith on the table when we were young, for us to digest and add it to our own nutrition. I thank the ancestors. I thank anybody that has been an inspiration, a positive inspiration in life. All right? With that said, I love you. God love you. There's nothing you could do about it. This Friday, the Cherry Augie will be available on SeanAugust.com. Please tap in SeanAugust.com before Friday. Feel free to go on there and buy some stuff. We got some bra tops and some undergarments for the men and for the ladies. And y'all go tap in. We got some sweatsuits, some hoodies, some t-shirts. Y'all please go tap in with SeanAugust.com. Get familiar with the brand. We got some great things in the pipeline coming down for you guys. And of course, you know, we do give back. We got Augie giveaways. We give away everything that we got in store and money. So please continue to support the brand, SeanAugust.com. August Fest is coming up. We got a few months, but we are doing the behind the scenes things that we need to do to make sure everything flows as effortless as possible. With that said, man, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, IG, I love you. God love you. There's nothing you could do about it, man. We up out of here.
Never mind that. You be playing games, you gon' make me play you back. Never mind that. It don't feel the same, I ain't tryna double back. Never mind that. We used to be like this, now look at where we at. Never mind that. I don't care that you want me, outside is where I'm at. You gon' make me play you back, once I do, no turning back. All the niggas outside, and I love just where I'm at. It don't even feel the same, man, that dick don't hit like that. Man, I ain't going outside about no nigga in my past. Had me locked down too long, I'm outside being fast. I'm outside, I'm free at last, with my homegirl shaking ass. I ain't giving up this life, you had me fucked up more than twice. You tried to play me like a fool, you gon' have to pay the price. Never mind that.